In this video, we're going to cover how to access some essential information working with students. For the purpose of this, we'll just call it getting a student snapshot. A student snapshot will reveal some important information that advisors need to check and confirm before meeting with their student. A student snapshot includes service indicators, also known as holds, that could prevent a student from enrolling, student group affiliation, which may need emphasizing during the meeting, academic performance such as their GPA, verification of their program plan stack, which includes their status, which is whether or not the student is active or inactive for a term, based on the requirements posted in the general bulletin at that time of their matriculation, current map term, which designates their progress in their program's map sequence, and map status. Conversations with students all look different depending on this kind of information. For example, let's take a look at two students, Zoe and Mark. After completing Zoe's snapshot, we see here that she has no holds, is in good academic standing with a 3.0 GPA, and is on track to be admitted into her major. She's also in the honors group. This doesn't present any problems, but it does mean she is eligible for priority registration. Zoe may also have extra requirements as an honors student, so she should meet with her honors advisor to ensure that she meets all of the requirements to stay in the program. Mark's snapshot, however, raises a few more red flags. We see that he has no holds, nor is a part of any student groups. But he is a Term 3 student with a MAP status of 1, so he is off track by one milestone and needs to get caught up. Mark also intends to major in accounting as well, so he's coded as NFA accounting, but this is a limited access program. His GPA and MAP status means that he's in jeopardy of not being admitted. So hopefully that example shows us just how this important information lends to different conversations. So let's now walk through the steps of obtaining a student snapshot. After finding your student in the My Advisees page, you'll see their main Student Center page. If you have any questions or need a refresher on all of the information that you can see on this page, please review the Student Central page overview document, also housed in this module. On this main page is where you can find their holds along the top right section. These are the service indicators that some advisors or staff may have access to adding or removing depending on their role with their site. For more information on adding or removing service indicators, this will be discussed in the service indicators video. For now, we'll just check on the details related to the holds by clicking Details. We can see here that the student has some holds here put on by different departments. Clicking the hold item provides more details into the type of hold, such as if it prevents the student from enrolling in courses, or contact information for reaching out to the particular site that could lift that hold. Now that we've identified holds, let's look at their student group affiliations. You can find student groups by clicking on the tab toward the top of the page labeled General Info. This is another place to see their holds and make edits for those that have the authority to do so. But a bit further down on the page we can see student groups. Some may be active and some may be inactive. We can see that this student here is currently in the honors program. As an advisor, it may not always fall under our responsibility to ensure that each student has their requirements met for their particular student group, as there are plenty of other groups and colleagues across campus that have different requirements for their students. It is, however, important to know that this student at least has some additional requirements, so it's important that we remind them of that so they can reach out to their department and check on their progress. Moving along, let's now check on their academics. At the top of the academics page, here is what we can see as the program plan stack, and this reveals the majority of the helpful information to performing a student snapshot. We have program to designate whether the student is in a bachelor's, master's, doctorate, or other degree program. Status to determine if they're active or not. Admit term, which is also known as matriculation date or when they started their academic career. Plan information, also known as their major. This might include other major information such as a particular focus or subplan within the major or possibly their minor. Requirement term, also known as catalog year, which governs each student's graduation requirements based on the information that's listed in the general bulletin at the year of their matriculation. Current map term, which designates their progress in their major's map sequence. And map status, with 0 being on track with map, 1 meaning they're off mapping track by one term, and 2 where a major change is required. For more information on mapping, visit the module titled Mapping found in this course. Lower down on this page, we'll find their FSU, transfer, and overall GPAs. As GPA is the main indicator of their academic performance, this is always important to review. For more information on GPAs, visit the module titled Grades and GPAs found in this course. Like mentioned previously, this information is particularly important as the data here influences the topics of conversation advisors may have with their students. For another example, a Term 7 or Term 8 student is close to graduating, and therefore the conversation may focus on career planning, whereas a Term 2 student may be more inclined to discuss initial involvement opportunities within their major. Once we've been able to view all of this important information, we have then successfully completed a student snapshot. This will again inform advisors a great deal as to the performance, requirements, and progress in a student's academic career. That concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.